Hello everyone, or hello, I should probably do, because somebody actually tweeted me and said they liked that I wave at the start of my videos. So, hi, good to see you. This is gonna be a little get ready with me video. It's one of those where I'm not quite sure what direction I want to go in. I know I've had some requests to do kind of a goldeny eye look, so I thought this might be a good time to throw that in, but beyond that, I'm just kind of flying by the seat of my pants and we'll see how it all turns out. Aren't those the funnest days, makeup-wise, when you can just kind of sit down and it's like, you know, no particular look you have to come out with, it's just whatever you feel like. So I've got my face moisturized and eye creamed up and primed. I used the Garnier 5-Second Blur. I've got a review on that. I actually really enjoy that as a primer and as kind of a pore refining type thing. Not that it's making my pores smaller, but it's making them look that way, so I'll take it. I'm using my Estee Lauder Double Wear Lite today, so you could maybe get a little idea of how that goes on compared to the regular Double Wear. I have Intensity 2.0, so I'm just gonna start off there. So there's what we're working with on the coverage of the Double Wear Lite. Definitely lighter than the regular Double Wear. Oh, you think? Double Wear Lite might be lighter? I really need to do a more in-depth review. I would like to compare the different levels because I actually have the Double Wear BB, which would be even lighter than this, and then the light, the regular, and the maximum coverage face and body. So I think it would be fun to maybe compile a video where I've got each of those on at different points and show the differences. I do still think this has really good coverage and it is buildable. You know, you can add a little more here and there to places where you want a little more coverage, but overall, like from a skin evening point of view, like it really has a nice finish and just a nice natural look. These videos, by the way, when I do them, they're not like a full out tutorial because I'm kind of just talking and not necessarily talking about makeup throughout. Some places are sped up, some places I'm just blabbering on. So in case you're not familiar with my get ready with me's, that's what they turn out to be like. But I also wanted to give a little special mention to something different I'm using today. I picked this up recently. It's the Hard Candy Glamoflauge Lite. Now the Glamoflauge in the tube, in the squeezy tube, is like a really, really full coverage concealer. And so I was really interested to try this one out, and it's got like two tones. See how one's more peachy, one's a little more skin tone, or like maybe a little yellowish undertone. And I got it in, what's the shade? Light. So pretty good coverage with that. We'll see how, you know, it wears throughout the day. I'm going to set it with a teeny bit of my Bare Minerals Summer Bisque, but is it the least bit spring-like where any of you guys are? Because we had just a beautiful weekend, you know, a little breeze, mid-70s, just gorgeous weather for being outside, and then it went and got real cold, and we didn't have the snow down here in southern Illinois, but I know some people north of us had to deal with that, and it just seems so strange. But here's the funny thing. I have a wreath on my door, and I wanted to change it out, but there is a nest. Birds have built these little, I think it's probably like little sparrows or something, just teeny tiny birds from what I can see that have been in the area. Have been going around there, and they built a nest, and I opened the door one day because I'm like, okay, I don't think I've noticed them around here lately. I'm just gonna, you know, go ahead and change the wreath. And I look in there and there is an egg in the nest. So therefore I cannot change the wreath, right? There's two people expecting now at my house, or one person, one bird. So I will be very interested to see what happens with that bird situation. But we had my mom and dad and my sister and brother-in-law came down over the weekend. Excuse me, about to burp there. Held it in for you guys. But I was like, shut the door gently. There's a nest with an egg in it on my door. So anyways, using some powder here. This is Almay Smart Shade Loose. There's something so like rejuvenating about having your family over to visit for a weekend, you know? It's just like, I don't know, you get very caught up in your day-to-day activities and routines, and feeling of being busy, and then you kind of just get that moment to really relax and hang around with the people who know you best, and it's just, there's something very, very comforting, very relaxing about that, and I really appreciate those times, and just, you know, laughing my head off with my sister like old times. It's like you're always glad to have those moments, but I think as you grow up more, you appreciate them even more. So really, really enjoyed that weekend. This is a new blush that I'm trying out. Tarte sent this. See how the packaging's like a little different than usual? And I think it's a newly released shade. It's called Captivating. And it's like a matte peach, but like a really pigmented peach. So I'm using that today. A kit, by the way, that I just recently reviewed on my Express channel, this Too Faced Brow Envy. I've really been liking this, and I just do the little setting wax part first, and then I go through and do some of the blonde, like right here on the inner part, and then some of the brunette on the outer part, and then there's a neat little like matte creamy highlight you can put there under your brow. So the whole banana here, the whole banana, like everything you need brow-wise is in there. So the pregnancy has been going along well. I'm shooting this on a Wednesday, and every Wednesday I turn over to a new week. So it's 18 weeks today. I can't believe it. Everything's been going really well. I've been feeling really good, especially into this second trimester. You know, things have been going great. I've really been doing my best to eat well and eat kind of, you know, well-rounded meals. You know, trying to take in a few more veggies and stuff, salads, sweet potatoes and stuff. But I will tell you the guilty pleasure I have been just craving all the time, and it's the Panera broccoli cheddar soup. It's so good. It's so good. Like it's somehow during this pregnancy, I mean, I always thought that soup was good, but now it seems like 10 times better even. And I love taking the bread and like breaking it up and mixing it in the soup. I feel like I turn into a psycho every time I talk about this. Like I talked about it in my 16-week pregnancy vlog, and I was looking back at the video, and I like was astonished with how my face like took over this look as if I'd been possessed by I don't know, the Lord of cheddar broccoli soup. And it's so freaking good. Anyway, I'm doing a goldeny look by request, so I'm going into half-baked here. This is a combo I've never used together with my Naked palette, the gold and then the kind of plummy color called Hustle, but they're gorgeous together. Up just a little more purple in here. Do you ever get into like an eyeshadow zone? I feel like that's what I was in there while I was just doing this. It's like almost forget the camera's on. Just keep going shadow to shadow, brush to brush. how you find out when certain makeup brushes are important to you? When you feel like you've lost one. And your reaction to thinking you've lost that brush will tell you how much of an important place that brush holds in your collection. Because I thought I lost my Real Techniques fine liner brush the other day. Oh, I just could not find it anywhere. I searched, I have 3 little cups here, I've got a little spinny thing, and then like another cup over here for teeny tiny brushes, and I couldn't find it in any of them. And then I checked this guy again that holds a lot of my Real Techniques stuff, and it was down in there, you know, getting lost in the shuffle, but I was really concerned, and I was contemplating, you know, getting online and ordering it again, but I thought, you know, I haven't done a lot of traveling lately. I'll give it a little bit of a chance to turn up. But this is my Essence. Did I already say that? Essence Gel Liner. Midnight in Paris. Fabulous liner. Guys, sending stuff to my P.O. box, by the way. I just recently got one because I've just been asked like crazy to go ahead and do that, and I mean, your sweet letters have just absolutely made me laugh, made me cry. I mean, I love hearing the stories behind the people who are watching these videos, you know? And you guys have just shared so much with me. And I just want you to know, as I've said, I mean, if you've sent me something that's had your return address on it, I've written back to you and told you this, but like, I really, really appreciate you guys just taking the time to watch a video, you know? You don't owe me one more thing. I don't want you to feel like you do. But it really has been amazing to just kind of open up these notes and sit down and just gain a whole new appreciation for you. Many of you have mentioned, you know, that's kind of amazing, the connection you feel like you build with somebody through a computer screen, but it's true and it's real. And, you know, I'm so glad that you find the videos worth your time and that you would take time to like pour your heart out to me in a note. Just really, I don't know that I have a word to say it, but I feel very, very grateful, and I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. And I'm not just saying that, I'm not just throwing that out there as some little like, oh, thank you so much, but like, I truly, from the bottom of my heart, like, you guys really make my day in so many different ways all the time, so thank you. And this would be a bad time to start crying. Always. Something's gotta mess up the mascara. You gotta sneeze, you gotta cry. No. Staying strong. Where are the Q-tips when I need you? It's like they're just in the closet, but that would be just too much work to get up and mess with that. I feel like I need to do something a little extra here, you know? Like, I'm just looking at my shadow, like I wanna buff something up a little higher, you know? What will it be? What will it be? I think maybe I'll take Buck. Where's Buck on here? Right there. I think I'm gonna take that with my little wispy E36. Just barely any on there. And just take it up a little bit more. Give this look a little bit more of a fade, if you will. If you won't, it's still happening. Yeah, that's pretty. That shade shears out very nicely, that Buck. And on the waterline, I think I'm gonna add a little brightness here. Sorry, it's really hard for me to look into my camera and make sure I'm getting this in just the right spot, so I may have to duck out a little here. But this is the Rimmel ScandalEyes in Nude, just for a little bit of something extra there. Brighten up, widen the eyes a bit. And then on lips, I'm kind of kicking myself because I use this a lot, but it's just so dang pretty. And it's my Sonia Kashuk Shine Luxe Sheer, and the shade is Sheer Pink Lust. And it's just a beautiful, like, kind of soft peachy color with the prettiest, like, glossy finish. Whenever I'm thinking nude, this is seriously, like, my favorite thing to grab. Because look at that. Look at that gorgeous shine that's coming off of a lipstick. And I have a blog where I tried on and showed like every shade of these that I have. It was totally one of those, like, you find a shirt you love, you buy it in every color. It was that kind of situation with me for these. I have them in almost every color. And I just love the formula. Alrighty everyone, so there's my finished look, kind of soft and springy. I guess that's the way it turned out. Like I said, I didn't really have any kind of roadmap for this look. I just knew I was going to do something a little bit golden on the eyes, and it looks like everything else kind of followed suit with a peachy, like soft neutral vibe. As far as the rest of my look, I wanted to find some cute coral earrings, but apparently I don't own any, so I just put on these. They've got some gold hardware on there, and then kind of like a greenish type turquoise. It very matchy with the shirt, but you know, I don't care. Look at this. Brrr! It's winging out like crazy. Somebody needs to just like press that back. And we can give you a look at the bump here. There it is. There it is, there's my little bump. So thank you guys so much for watching this Get Ready With Me and requesting these kinds of videos. They're really fun to do. And if you haven't seen my lipstick dupes, I recently put out a lipstick dupes video. 10 lipsticks that I found dupes for, high-end lipsticks that I found the drugstore dupes for. So if you want to check that out, feel free, and I will see you guys later. Bye.